5:30. Why don't you call the roll, Mr. Telsdale?
Mr. Chris.
Here.
Mrs. McLaughlin.
Here.
Mr. Wallace.
Here. Okay, we have one item on the agenda tonight, so I'm going to read the item, and then we're going to have a little discussion and an explanation, and we'll vote after that. So, recommend approval to adopt a resolution declaring it necessary to raise annually an additional amount for school district purposes and requesting the state tax commissioner to estimate the respective rates at which it would be necessary to levy an ad valorem property tax and a school district income tax to produce that money.
Should I make a motion first? I make a motion to pass this.
So now we should really explain why we're doing this. I'll let you do that.
Well, I'm going to put Mr. Telsdale on the spot a little bit here, but just, I guess by way of prefacing this, we, as everybody knows, are in the middle of having an issue on the ballot for a school district income tax. So we are bound by law, and we're bound by a number of by dates and deadlines where we have to file if we were in a position where we're going to put something on the ballot in February. So we're in a situation, and I'll say this, and I'll ask Mr. Telsdale to chime in and correct me if I'm looking at this incorrectly. If the issue passes in November, as we hope that it will, then the action that we take tonight, there'll be no further action with that. If for some reason it did not pass in November, if we didn't do this soon, we would be unable to put this on again as soon as February. So I regret that it's a little bit confusing to the public that we have to come out before an election and actually declare that we're going to put something on the ballot in February. But the point that I would make is these are not two separate issues. And if our ballot issue passes in November, then we'll hear no more of this. If it does not pass in November, it gives the board the flexibility to go forward as soon as February. Without taking action today because of the deadlines that we face, we would be unable to do that. So that's why we're here. That's why we're doing this at this particular time. And we regret that this might confuse the public and the voters, but it's just the way things have to be done.
Yeah, this has I believe it's I think it's 100-day, is it 100-day or 90-day starting point where you back up from the February 4th levy, and we have to pass two issues or two resolutions between now and early November, because there's a filing date where we have to file our resolutions with the Board of Elections. So it certainly does create some questions, I'm sure, but those are the laws.
And maybe we could ask just to explain in a little more detail. This resolution does what for us? It begins the process, but what are we really asking, and of whom are we asking this?
This is we would be requesting the Ohio Department of Taxation by next Wednesday, which is our second meeting, to calculate the necessary school district income tax rate to raise a specified number of dollars. In this case, the specified number of dollars are $2,043,127. So the Department of Taxation will come back sometime in the next few days to officially tell us that's the equivalent of a certain percentage.
Or a certain millage.
Yeah, or an equivalent millage, because the law says you have to provide percentage tax rate and equivalent millage. And then the second resolution, once we're given that, the board would then consider next Wednesday at our regular meeting the desire to go forward with placing that issue on the February ballot.
They could do it next Wednesday, or they could do it at a future special meeting.
Yeah, it's all the timing.
Okay.
You have to get to the Board of Elections, or you're out of luck.
Okay. So by taking action tonight, then maybe just in summary, what we're doing is we're assuring that if this is needed, we've met the first timeline and the first deadline.
That's correct.
And only that.
Yep.
You know, I would add, just step away a little from the technicality, but the amount that, you know, looks like is up slightly from, we had originally, last time it was it would raise $1,956,000. This issue looks like it'll probably be over about $80,000 some dollars higher than that, and that's only, I would assume, that is based on changes in federal adjusted gross income on tax filing. So there's been a couple of years of pretty significant growth in overall district federal adjusted gross income reporting.
I think I know the answer to this question, but with a school district income tax, we are limited to 1/4%.
That is correct, yes.
Yeah, we couldn't say, well, I think 7/8 would hit it better.
Right,
You
right.
either go with a quarter, a half, 3/4,
Everything is
one.
everything is in quarter increments,
Okay.
going up or going downward. So.
Okay.
So,
Any other thoughts or questions?
no, we just need to vote.
Call the roll, right? Okay, you did that already.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So
Looking at
now we
me.
just need to vote.
Yeah. Mr. Chris.
Yes.
Mrs. McLaughlin.
Yes.
Mr. Wallace.
Yes.